If I swapped places with a caveman for a day, that caveman would be the happiest person on Earth and it wouldn't even be close. For thousands of years, all humans wanted was the ability to survive. Now we're born into a world where we don't have to worry about survival on a daily basis, but we're still as confused and lost as ever. You can be cynical and say shit like, humans are just narcissistic assholes who destroyed the ozone layer in the world. You wouldn't totally be wrong, but you'd only be telling half of the truth. Human biology and psychology isn't based around us trying to be happy, it's based upon survival. Our default setting can't be happiness, because we wouldn't survive. Or at least that's how it used to be, before you were born into a world where most of your basic needs were met. Now our lives are so good, we can make up conflicts. That's what religion and politics are. You know that old cliche, life's too short? Yeah, that's bullshit too. And before you comment a sob story about your grandma dying from cancer, I want you to think about how many years are wasted on schooling, paying off debt, paying off your car, paying your house, paying off this, paying off that, and working a job where you have a title and not a responsibility. Yeah, 300 years ago you would die during flu season, but maybe that wasn't as bad as it sounds. You would know not to waste a second of your life. We're cursed with a life that's just long enough to make us afraid to take risk, but just short enough for us to live with regret. It can be an unhappy medium in some regards, but there is a lesson to be learned. People are fulfilled when they overcome something, not when they receive something. Ultimately, those cavemen from thousands of years ago were happy when they got food and fires, but it wasn't because of the food and heat itself. It was the process of achieving something difficult in order to receive a reward. Snapping your fingers and magically getting a six-pack won't make you feel good because you know you didn't do anything difficult to achieve that. Meaning is achieved, not given. That's why a lot of people who win the lottery go broke, because they didn't do anything to earn that. They just got lucky. There is meaning to life beyond surviving, but you have to remember what gave surviving so much meaning in the first place. Before we had heat, running water, electricity, food, and homes that were accessible, surviving was an extraordinarily difficult task that required discipline, determination, and skill. Sure, we don't have to worry about survival the way humans did thousands of years ago, but we should try to keep these principles in the back of our mind with everything we do. The problem is, people are so caught up on the end result, they don't know how to create a healthy lifestyle. The process is everything. That's why there's upper middle class dads going through a midlife crisis, and artists who struggle financially, who wake up eager and ready every day. Having a certain status just won't fulfill you when you aren't challenging yourself to grow. Cavemen were challenging themselves to survive, we should be challenging ourselves to grow. There is meaning to life beyond surviving, but it's not as simple as getting a number in your bank account or a number on a screen. Finding virtue and strength within yourself to overcome certain obstacles is how you find meaning. Maybe that's cliche. Or maybe you're just overcomplicating it. No one knows for sure. But I think to find meaning, you have to do something you might fail at. Because you'll never learn how to fly if you're always using a parachute.